Score 21-3.
Too, if you want.
Put it in the middle.
Like in the middle of your feet so you just don't have to hit it.
I think we're here.
Here we are. We're live.
Here we are.
Fucking with our mic again. But
fucking
hey,
with this little...
This is the second time that we've been fucking with this mic.
Penis in the middle of the screen?
Yeah, you got a little blue dick in the middle.
Halftime. Packers up. What is it? 21-3?
Woo!
How many Panthers live lines have we hit already? I've only hit one. I'm about to hit another.
I think 2 for me. Yeah. Yeah, we're racking them up a little bit.
2 for you. 21-3. Over under second half is 24. I'm not touching that. Panthers +4, basically implying a 22-point spread in the game. That's interesting because I just saw 25.5 a little bit ago.
Agreed.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, we have what? Packers and a tease.
Yes.
Should be good. 21-3. This reminds me of Packers from last year, though. Good game script early. Some miscues from the other team. Panthers gave it up. I mean, Panthers had this game 14-10. It would have been 14-10, and then they fumbled the ball away, and then the rest is history.
And Aaron Rodgers has taken off and done Aaron Rodgers things since then. So, I mean, we're seeing, I think, inflated lines on our side. But as we've been talking throughout all of this, we think that maybe the Panthers lines, there's some value on that, right?
I think right now it's hard to get in. It's hard to get on board with the Packers live line. I mean, if it's -4 second half, do you think that the Packers win by double digits? I mean, I don't have the stats in front of me. I can, but the Panthers are probably averaging 6 yards per play. They were at 5.9 yards per play, 9 yards per pass before some of the sloppiness happened. I think the Panthers continue this to a certain extent. Like if I had to bet, and we are betting, and we're going to get a second half bet up here.
We don't have to, but we are, yes.
I think it's Panthers. Panthers +4. Look at Panthers team total, too. Like, I'll pull up FanDuel here. We have 12.5 as a team total.
Mm-hmm.
They're not kicking field goals. They're at 3 right now. They're not going to end up with 13. They're either going to end up with 10 or 17 points. And I think they move the ball. I think I'd prefer the +4 second half Panthers.
Okay.
Above anything else.
All right. I mean, we have Bridgewater. He's 7 for 15 with 104 yards versus Rodgers with 13 for 19 at 99 yards. So Bridgewater is moving the ball. He's throwing the ball at least statistically more effectively than Aaron Rodgers right now, but they're not completing the plays that they need to. So do I think they're going to lose by 20 points like we took a live line on? No.
No.
4 might be interesting. Second half, though, I think Carolina has to come out and they have to make moves. I mean, it falls in line with what we've already bet, so we want it to work that way. But I don't see another onslaught like the first half. And like you said, there was some sloppy play by Carolina. They tightened it up at the halftime. Hopefully they get yelled at during the speeches. And,
just getting hollered at.
Yeah.
And what did you say that? And so, what did you say that Rodgers' stats were? Because his over/under pass attempts is at 32.5. He's got how many pass attempts so far?
He's at 19 total, and he's 13 for 19. So his attempts, his completion percentage is definitely higher than Bridgewater. But Bridgewater's putting balls right in these receivers' hands. They're just
dropping
for some
them.
reason dropping them.
And it's not that cold. Like we looked at it, it's 35 degrees in Lambeau right now.
Packers weather. We need Hot Hands McGee from the Little Giants out here with that stick 'em on them. We got to do this little on the chest thing. we need some stickum for these guys.
Tell you what, 3-4 years ago, I lived up there, and 35 degrees on December 19th is not bad. Like I had days where it was fucking -6 this time of year, and I would definitely think that they should be catching these balls, but they're not helping out Teddy Bridgewater. I think they get it together second half. Matt Rule's not the kind of coach that just lay down flat. It's not like they're just positioning to restructure the franchise, get rid of Cam Newton, get a new coach. They have the new coach.
Matt Rule, Temple tough too. I mean, that's
Temple
a gritty
tough.
city.
Temple
coming from
tough.
a gritty city, coming from behind. I see you looking at these lines here, but the Teddy Bridgewater passing touchdowns. What's the stat we have underneath there?
Teddy Bridgewater passing touchdowns right there. Love how we're drinking, eggnog.
We have
over 1.5 at plus 172.
So he's not going to throw 2 touchdowns in the second half.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No.
That's not a good play.
But the second half play is going to be Panthers +4. Do me a favor and just type it in there because it's a high functioning operation that we have right here, and we are typing in our Panthers.
If anybody would like to be an intern, we would. Look at us. We need an intern. Who wants to be an intern?
Here.
We go back.
Second half, yeah.
Second half bet.
Panthers +4. Panthers +4, and that's going to be that. That's it, and that's all. Panthers +4. There it is.
Locking it in. Save it. What do I do?
Save it, save it, and then I'll put it up there.
Look at this.
That's
two-man
gonna be
team here.
That's going to be a great fucking team. Great fucking team. No, but no, Packers, Bills, Tees should hit. Maybe we hit the middle here with the Packers, Bills, Tees, the Panthers +4.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Packers sit on this. We had Aaron Jones over rush yards. He's probably over that at that point because he ripped off a 40-yarder. I saw some other.
Yeah, like right after we put that bet in.
Yeah.
35-yard run.
And he'll be running it plenty second half, trying to protect that 21-3 lead. So I feel good about all of that. Do you want to talk about anything else tomorrow? I mean, I know last live stream we were talking about Eagles, Arizona over. We like Arizona team total over, the over in the game. It's at 49.5 right now. Anything less than 50, I'd say bet. Kansas City, I know that Drew Brees is playing, but it's first time playing in almost 2 months? Probably a little bit less than that.
He's down a couple of McDonald's ribs too.
Yeah.
So I know you were talking about New England a little bit before this. Do you have any plays on that?
Oh yeah, New England. I would say, because I was looking at it, the line was getting bet down in favor of New England. Miami's down to a 1-point favorite at, is that Bookmaker or that's Bet Online? One of the sharper books. So Bet Online, Miami down to -1. I think this is going to keep coming in. It was at 2.5. JJ from Bet Crushers has a Miami -3 ticket. I think that's the play. Like, if you want to do Miami and sell it out a little bit for them to cover the 3. But what I'm going to do is tease New England up.
Sir.
And I'm going to do New England up through 7, 8. If it's at 1 right now, you can get up to 8 easily, 7.5 with a 6.5-point tease. And then couple it with something else. I mean, couple it with Indy -7. I don't think they lose that game. Seattle, we talked about last podcast or last live stream, and we're not going to talk about Arizona, Philly, but you could do Arizona also. I like those plays. I definitely like those plays.
Talking about the New England and Miami, the situation we have right now for the younger gamblers or the more, the casual gambler, why was it better for you to tease New England up rather than Miami through 0?
So the reason why you do that is you get through more critical numbers.
Okay.
So I know I've had probably, a few beers here, but if you're looking,
we can talk critical numbers with beers.
So if you're looking to get through the distribution of numbers that you're trying to go through, you want to get through 3, 6, 7, so on and so forth, as opposed to teasing down from like -1 going through 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to get through the highest distribution of numbers possible.
Okay.
So you're covering the percentages. So you're covering that 3. You're covering 4, which is, it lands on 4 every now and then. 6 and 7 are huge. So to go from like, when you have an underdog that you think is valuable, you think it'll be a close game, and it's like 1.5, 2.5-point spread, you want to get through 7, 7.5. 8, I think, is more valuable than what people think right now. Like, if we get like 5 years of data with people going for more 2s and more extra points because kickers suck,
scoring opportunities,
then I think that 8's going to be more valuable.
Kickers do suck.
Right. So you get through. Fuck? Yeah, kickers are fucking awful right now.
I've heard things like where there's nobody behind them, and they're like, hey, there's no one behind us. It's too easy.
Sure.
Their head cases.
How about you just kick the fucking ball?
How about this?
Just kick the fucking ball through the uprights.
You don't have to fucking run sprints during practice. You just kick a fucking football.
Just go out there and kick the fucking ball through the uprights. But anyways,
the girl at Vanderbilt is showing us the way how to do it, right? So the female that is
going off the rails here
has come into the Vanderbilt kicking spectrum is showing us exactly what we need to do. Maybe the NFL kickers need to take it from her book and just say, look, dial it back to just kicking it. You just fucking put it through the uprights.
Kick it through the uprights. Move on. Keep your job. Don't get fired on Monday.
Don't miss PATs.
Yeah.
It's like a pandemic of missing PATs.
Doinking it off the fucking crossbar last week. Anyways, back to teasers. You want to get through the distribution of numbers. And basically, anytime that you think that there's a team. So, like, if you think that a team's not that valuable and you expect them to lose or potentially get blown out, like Chargers are always a good example, even though I say that and they won the other night.
Yes.
But if you think that they're not going to, cover the number, then don't go from 1 to 7.5. But if there's like an 8.5-point favorite, you can tease them down. That's what we did with the Packers tonight.
Right.
We knew the Packers weren't going to lose this game. We weren't sure if they'd cover the spread. And hey, Panthers could put together a hell of a. Who are these announcers? Kurt Warner and who?
Joe Davis.
Who
the fuck is Joe Davis? Good name. I love the name Joe. But
go
Joe
through critical
Davis.
numbers is all I gotta say. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, I mean,
Panthers plus 4.
For me, being a little bit newer to football gambling, and by a little bit newer, actually like making informed bets is what I mean.
Yeah.
By that. Not just going with gut plays and shitting myself when we're losing, and there's no shot for a bet at the end of the game.
Pulling a Lamar Jackson with your bets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that if the team is, in a position where they're probably going to be favored to lose, or I guess not the favorite,
yeah,
it's better to go with a team where you can get better value through your critical numbers rather than juicing a team that's probably going to lose anyway and trying to catch a fucking heater, right?
Exactly. And the last thing that I'll say as the second half starts here, look for, especially when you're teasing up from 1 to 8, like low over-unders and home dogs. Like New York Giants tomorrow night, I think it's a great situation. I mean, they've already been bet up to 6.5, but if that was like 2.5, 3.5, you have an over under 44, because that means that scoring is going to be suppressed in the game, and every point's even more valuable. So if you can get through that distribution curve with a low over under, that's even more valuable, because you're not talking about being a 2.5 point dog with a 60 point over under, because there's more variance there.
Right.
You want to cut down the variance, get through the over under. I can't believe I'm going through this with like 8-9 beers.
8 beers deep. We're going variance.
8 Coca-Colas.
We have football starting again.
Speaking of variance, I need the Panthers to, fucking put up any points.
And put a touchdown.
Just put up any points. Any points second half would be nice.
I gotta tell you, the variance discussion, the talking numbers through 0, above 0, favorites. It's pretty good. Pretty good conversation for a couple of years.
Should probably do more of these at halftime.
But
happy holidays, as it says at the bottom. Wager halftime. We'll keep doing these.
Panthers plus 4, second half.
Panthers plus 4. Let's get this. We have live lines. We were
successful last week with our halftime bets for the first time. We
were.
I think we're on a little bit of a streak.
2.
2's a win.
Not a 2-game winning streak, but it was 2 bets in one game.
Yeah, that's a streak. That's better than our last streak.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get another one. Get some teases. We posted some other plays that hit. The over on Thursday night hit. I mean, we're coming into form here, and we'll have streams. Tomorrow night? We got that game I was talking about. Giants, Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns going in, and then Monday night we'll do a halftime stream of Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
Yep.
Pittsburgh's the bet. If you didn't get Pittsburgh before they were favored by 2 touchdowns, I feel bad for you. But just bet it before it gets, like, if you can get Pittsburgh minus 13.5, bet it now before it goes even further. Because that's going to end up, that honestly might end up at 17. Because it's at 14.5 and 15, 16 don't mean anything. It's going to end up at 17.
I'm with you on that.
So, all right.
Yes.
Dutch
here first.
Dutch first in-person halftime stream. I think was good.
Well, first in-person. Second total live stream.
Total live stream. There had plenty of animals going in and out. Very professional background going on here, but we'll get more professional shit going on at some point.
Yeah, professional's professional.
Yeah, exactly.
We drink beers, we gamble, and we like sports.
We're probably going to take the snippets of the distribution curve and post that, because even though that we've been drinking, I think that was pretty fucking good. So,
I agree. Yeah. Cheers. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Cheers. Let's get Panthers plus 4. I don't know what just happened there. Panthers just dropped a pass, but we're going to get Panthers plus 4.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Adios. Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.